John Rush, as it's Syracuse visiting Miami. And we're underway as there's a diagonal from Crosby Nicholson. And here we go as early Ashley Roush involved and Nicholson recovers. And there's Tegan Mellenhorst. You were a 10. She's a 10. And what have you seen from her early in this season for Miami?
She'll be a fun one to watch. She's creative and good on the ball, so teams like to double her when they can, so she's definitely one to keep your eyes on.
And Amanda Peck, another freshman, getting the start at right back, and this is one of the mainstays in that back line, as reliable as it gets. Jessica Kay at left back for the Hurricanes, and here comes Syracuse. Having to chase is Kay, and committing the foul there on Klammer on the right wing, and a minute into this one, and the Orange with a free kick, and they're the Orange, but they're rocking the pink for breast cancer awareness. So it's a good look. I like it.
It is.
The blue on the pink.
Pink's nice.
The free kick to be taken here by one of the captains, Ashley Roush, playing her 70th game for Syracuse today. The leader in assists delivers to the front post, and it gets flicked. Brought down, and a shot again to the back post, and an early opportunity for the Orange, and just unable to really connect through it was Anna Rupert, but very close.
Yep, on set plays, it's always important for those second services. Those are always dangerous, so Miami escapes one here.
Yeah, completely unmarked at the back post was Anna Rupert. Just didn't get that contact that she needed, but she scored versus Cornell, and she's got 3 starts on the year. Someone who can contribute, and here's another potential contributor tonight, Tegan Mellenhorst, finding the feet of Bree Severns. As the Canes look to build forward and build some momentum, but a back pass too strong for Simpson, who has to slide for it and give it off to Lexi Lerwick to clear out. But Syracuse applying pressure early and often in this one.
Absolutely, and the field probably is a little slick. It's been rainy here in Miami, so that's something to look out for as well.
And McDermott with the throw, cleared out by Simpson. And flicked forward by Hood for Severns to hold up. And you see how Crosby Nicholson drops in between those center backs to try to receive. And here's Tegan Mellenhorst in space, just in front of the numbers for all the seniors that are being honored tonight. Bree Severns, another one of them. And Nanaka Inaba, who we could see a little bit later. She's available. And you hear all the communication early and often.
Crucial point of soccer.
And I would guess that's Shea Vanderbosch. We mentioned to you earlier that he's a very loud communicator out of the back.
Yep, critical for goalkeepers.
And that's a through ball there that Lexi Lerwick's going to try to shield out, but getting a touch to it. Keeping it in bounds. Miami trying to play out, and so far I think Syracuse pressure is rattling the back line of Miami just a little bit.
Yes, they're keeping them in their back.
There's a throw from McDermott, who gets it back. And now Miami looks to build and get out. Mellenhorst to Severns, who got pushed down, no foul. And here's McDermott again, her cross into the middle of the box. It's still bouncing around. And another knock at the door. This time it was Gabby Wisbeck.
Yep, they were able to get forward here. Miami just can't escape this pressure right now. End-line services are always difficult here. And another escape from Miami.
Just bouncing around the feet of Wisbeck, but like you said, Miami escaping once again. Because right now it is all Syracuse as Miami gets a throw and looks to build forward. Here's Severns trying to find Mellenhorst. Syracuse regains possession. It's McDermott. Wide, just trying to look for options forward. Jessica Kay locked in a physical battle, and now they're going to fight over the throw-in. Klammer and Kay, which will certainly be a battle to watch. As you see Klammer going for it.
A little aggressiveness there.
And this is a Miami team that Coach Masur earlier in the week telling us they're going to force whatever team comes to Cobb Stadium to fight for every blade of grass. As the Canes play around the back, and you still hear Shea Vanderbosch from the back telling her team to push up.
And they're listening.
And they are very high up the field so far. Regaining possession and knocking it forward. It's Amanda Peck. There's Peck again jumping forward. And here comes the Orange. Lexi Lerwick has no choice but to hit it out for a throw, and still right on top of Miami's box. And Klammer, of course, being at the center of that pressure. There's Lexi Lerwick. Double transfer from Washington State and Oregon. Her first season in South Florida. Throw into the box. Lerwick heads it out for a corner. And another set piece coming for the Orange.
This is a good time for Miami to take a breath and gather themselves here.
And in no rush to take the corner. They want to mark up well.
Looks like it's going to be an in-swinger. It'll bring the ball closer to the goal, so something extra difficult to defend here.
And Bree Bridges right on Emily Breddick as it goes to the back post, and the header came close. It looked like that was Anna Croyle getting on the back post on the service.
Good ball to the back post here. She gets her head on it, but just wide.
And she was able to elevate still and get there on the in-swinging ball from Gabby Wisbeck. Anna Croyle, the sophomore. She started every game so far. Miami trying to get that momentum back. There's Crosby Nicholson crashing. A little slow to get back up. Here come the Orange building out.
Nice build up in the midfield here to get... Oh, but taken away by Miami here.
And well done by Kay to anticipate, and we've seen a lot of action down that right side. I don't think it's particularly surprising, of course, to have your best offensive player in Mia Klammer out there, and McDermott with those overlaps from the right back spot. And there's a foul that Syracuse disagreed with.
Probably the first time Miami's been in their attacking half here. It's good for them to get on this side of the field.
And how important is it to establish yourself early on set pieces? Miami's going to get one now. It's kind of their first opportunity of the game.
Yeah, it sets the tone, definitely. And to get a goal off of something like this would be crucial for either team here.
It's O'Mahony, the Irish national team player, being honored tonight. Number 10 for Miami, to deliver with her left. That one into the middle of the box, but cleared out by Cuse. And now Amanda Peck will face the pressure and get it up the line to Alarcon. Peck tried it again and just couldn't get it under control.
Good quick throw in here. But they play it back to our Miami keeper.
And it looks early like Syracuse is really trying to get in between Miami's lines and expose a little bit of those gaps, especially in midfield between O'Mahony and Alarcon, in those kind of half spaces between the touchline and the middle.
Yes, if they can find those pockets, that's what they're looking for there. And again here coming through the midfield.
And you see there receiving once again, Simpson having to pressure up. Now the ball out wide again, and it's this right side yet again
Yep.
with McDermott. McDermott putting the moves on O'Mahony, having to drop back. McDermott tried to cross it, didn't get it off. And it remains a Syracuse throw, but yet again down that right side for Cuse.
Pressure has remained strong these 10 minutes in here.
You'll get the long throw again. It'll be Klammer.
Essentially another set piece here.
Into the box. Lerwick went off of her, and another corner for Syracuse early. And
Good pressure from the Cuse.
try as you might, but it's still Syracuse trying to get one past Emily Bredek. And again, an in-swinger coming from Gabby Wisbeck, sophomore from Severn Park, Maryland. To deliver, yet again floated towards the back post, and once more elevating and getting there was Anna Croyle, but not able to steer it towards goal.
Another good in-swinger, but just glances off her head here.
Yeah, just not able to get that jump and get the ball
Directed at goal.
on its way down. It's Bredek having a lot of goal kicks early. That one gets into the teeth of the midfield and flicked forward, and Vanderbush, no nonsense clearance. It's a throw in for Amanda Peck down the line. So Mellenhorst is able to give it off. Hood trying to find Mellenhorst in the middle, are recovered nicely by Crosby Nicholson. Now back at the feet of Lerwick. And Jessica Kay having to play back to her. That one's clipped down towards Severns. And then a defensive play there by another one of Syracuse's captains, Emma Klein. As O'Mahony looks for options on the throw. Knocked back to her, but it did go out of bounds.
And it was good build-up play by the Canes to move it around and get it to the left side to try to get a new look and get into the attacking half here.
And I think Miami will continue to experiment a little bit with switching the field, trying to get different looks, but it's all going to go through the center of midfield with Nicholson and Tegan Mellenhorst, as Amanda Peck finds herself in the middle of the field, driving. And Nicholson spreads it wide again. Kay's going to get doubled down that sideline. And the ball went out of bounds, unfortunately, for the Canes, but still trying to build out and find some new looks.
Positive looks for the Canes. They just need to connect more on these passes here in the attacking third.
There's Kay finding Hood, but recovered by Roush. And now McDermott up looking for Anna Rupert. It's her fourth start of the year for Rupert. As Simpson has to deal with a new center back pairing of her and Lexi Lerwick, as Sam Morella not in action for the Canes tonight. And O'Mahony wins on the header, and Hood tried to knock it down, and O'Mahony's got it again. Bree Severns couldn't keep it, but lost again in midfield. Here come the Canes. Here's Bree Severns. Her shot deflected, but to the hands of Shea Vanderbosch, who became Syracuse's all-time saves leader with 360. She's faced over 1,000 shots in her career. No, there's no play that she can take off when she's suited up for Syracuse. She goes long. Nicholson wins the initial header. And there's pecked forward with Alarcón, who will drive into space and play it wide to Hood. The ball's still bouncing. Hood gets it under control and earns a corner for the Hurricanes. And it's just so great to be able to hear the communication so clearly from the players. It's really interesting to...
Yes, it's good for them to be talking, understanding where they are on the field and what they're looking for.
O'Mahony towards the back post.
Dangerous.
And nearly steering it towards goal. It's Crosby Nicholson crashing. He gives a high five as Miami makes their first substitution of the game.
Very good driven ball to the back post here. She gets that header down, but it goes wide.
And she was able to head it down, which is always what you try to do, right?
Exactly.
But great delivery to the back post indeed as Sarah Greiner comes into the game. And O'Mahony, after that service, gets taken out. The Tennessee transfer back in, and she missed some time in the middle of the season, did Greiner. But back now. As Vanderbosch will take. And you hear some of the fans yelling some comments out at Vanderbosch, who now kicks it away, but there appears to be a delay from referee John Rush. Not quite sure what the delay is, but Vanderbosch will retake her goal kick.
Wonder what's happening down there.
Yeah, I'm not sure really what the reason is, because now Vanderbosch isn't too pleased.
Not in the slightest.
And now we'll finally take her goal kick.
Deja vu.
That one headed back by Miami. Running onto it is Roush. And Simpson thinks better to just kick it out. The center back who was a midfielder at Arizona State, but played in Arsenal's academy. Got up to their U21s, played for the English youth national team, and she's someone that Coach Masur wants to get used to in that center back position. There's a long throw. Headed out. And you hear there's still a strong student presence, even with University of Miami being on fall break. That one gets all the way to the hands of Emily Bredek. She throws it out wide to the recently entered Sarah Greiner, who gives it away in a nice little
Great
combination. And that one's centered, but not reaching quite to Klammer.
Yeah, and it looks like Syracuse likes to find those pockets, as you were saying, and then get it wide and try to get services in here.
And really the danger has almost exclusively come from the right side.
Yeah.
Been able to play those 1-2s and find that space, even with a player as strong and tenacious as Jessica Kay. As Severns fights for it. Here comes Alarcón coming up against Jasmine Nixon. And Tegan Mellenhorst trying to find options. Miami electing just to keep it.
And they'll circle the ball around the back to see if they can get a different view here.
And was trying a diagonal ball there from their keeper. Now Mellenhorst has to drop a little bit deeper to receive. Reiner can't get her feet under her.
Tight pressure on her there.
And now Syracuse again down the right side. And they'll get a throw right in front of Miami's bench. Down towards the corner, but Nicholson hits it out once more. You see Maya McDermott again. And it's knocked out for another Syracuse throw. And McDermott able now Syracuse to get it to the top of the box. The shot coming was blocked by Amanda Peck.
Good to get a block there at the top of the box. Never good to have uncontested shots in that area.
And the throw again by Wisbeck. Finding Rupert. Now the cross to the front post. But again, not too much of a bother for Emily Bredek. But Syracuse trying it and trying it again, and this time from the left side of the field.
And it's a good use of that throw in there. Throw into the top player, back in for service.
Alarcon flicks it forward. Mellenhorst is going to face that double team. Gets brought down, but no foul. She keeps it and plays back with Simpson. Lerwick knocks it to Bredek, but out to that right side again, where McDermott pressures Kay.
And the pressure has been constant.
It has not stopped as we're almost halfway through the first half. And there's Nixon playing forward. Finding Klein. Now it's with Bridges, who finds yet another wide pass with Nixon, who plays Wisbeck. Syracuse trying to combine in the middle and taken away by Nicholson. Greiner back with Lerwick, who has to use her body to get away from Anna Rupert. And Emily Bredek putting her hands up saying, where can I play this ball? And she got rushed a little bit, but played it on the ground to Kay, who faces pressure from McDermott. Greiner trying a little flick around, but it went too far. And that ball over the top, dangerous. Klammer running onto it. And Amanda Peck getting there in time to keep it for Miami. Nearly given away. Cleared up the field by Nicholson. Alarcon just knocks it forward again. And here's Miami. Severns gets tackled. That one, that intervention by Emma Klein. And now it's Peck having to shield.
A little shove there.
Yeah, two-hand push in the back by Gabby Wisbeck. That throw headed forward by Nixon. There's Wisbeck again, looking for Rupert. And Emily Simpson just hits it out. We're past the halfway point in Coral Gables. We thank you for joining us here on ACC Network Extra. Wisbeck's throw given away to Peck. And Mellenhorst wanted to play out, but decides to just play back with Lexi Lerwick. Gives it away. Headed down by McDermott to Klein. There's Klein combining again with McDermott. And now Miami trying to start a little bit of pressure for themselves. Roush was trying to play through. Mellenhorst tried to turn and Roush got it back. Rupert playing it wide to Wisbeck. She's got it on her left. Cross into the box. Cleared out by Peck. And now Nixon just plays with Klein. That one played wide again, McDermott. Syracuse just moving side to side right now.
Just trying to find a way in here.
Forward with Rupert. That one too far wide to find the feet of Klein. Looks like another substitution coming, and this time it'll be for Syracuse, and they'll put in their assist leader, Julia Arbeláez. And the Arbeláez family, really interesting. They all played soccer in upstate New York. Dad played at SUNY Oneonta, Division III. And her brother plays for SUNY Plattsburgh, who I even got to play my sophomore year. Definitely an upstate family, and Maura Flynn and Noelle Simmons come in to replace the two up top. So Caroline Hood exits. Simmons and Flynn come in. And we've seen that's a change that Coach Masur likes making.
Yep, and we'll see if some of these subs can give that spark to the game that both of these teams need here.
Playing out towards the left, but nobody was there, and Amanda Peck will let it go out for a throw. Mellenhorst trying to turn, but immediately pressured by Anna Croyle. Trying to look for Mellenhorst up high. Flynn chases it into the box. And Klammer having to drop all the way back to defend. Looked like a collision there. We're going to get a stoppage as Roush.
It's a battle here in the midfield for this head. Looks like could have been an elbow to the face, I'm not sure.
Yeah, collision, and Roush will come off. Senior from Reston, Virginia. As part of the DMV, she's been a 2-year captain and a very important player offensively for Syracuse. First on the team in assists and second in goals. 4 goals, 3 assists so far on the year. She's started 68 games now for Syracuse. This is her 70th game, and 13 goals and 7 assists for the Orange. She said she's good to go.
And that's good for the Cuse. It's good to have players on the field with experience who can lead the team.
And she tells the 4th official, Randy Cook, I'm good to go. As we hear some pit bull in the background as Peck tried a cross that ended up more as a shot. Vanderbosch completely aware to it as she spreads it wide. Syracuse looking to play out of the back. Ball down the line as you see McDermott has been pushed up the field. Arbeláez pressuring Mellenhorst. That ball into the box dangerously gets by a couple players.
Slides across, though.
And Simpson has to play back with Bredek. And Miami gets out of the pressure as Lerwick goes long, but no one home. More subs coming.
Dangerous ball in, but just no one can get on the end of it from Miami.
Yeah, difficult ball bouncing in as Vita Nain comes in for Gabby Wisbeck. And Vita's gotten some starts here later in the season for Cuse. Started the last game versus Clemson as that one into the middle, but no foul.
Surprising almost there.
Yeah, I honestly thought it might be a foul called in and a card given out, but
Play
referee
on.
said no. Klammer was flying forward. Mellenhorst brings it down for Alarcon. Now Alarcon unable to keep it in bounds. And you see the directions being given out by Vanderbosch. She's having to dry the ball off because of surface, as you mentioned. It's been raining here in Coral Gables, and the game being played in a very fast manner so far as McDermott goes flying. A slide tackle from Simpson.
Syracuse here on the left side now.
Vita Nahin takes the throw. Her sister, Lida Nahin, also on the team. Sisters from Canada, from Ontario. As you see the moves getting put on
Nice footwork
by
there.
Vita. And the shot from distance, nearly surprising Emily Bredek. But she gets her right hand to it to tip it out for a corner. And Anna Croyle not afraid to pull the trigger.
Great piece of footwork there to get the ball in. And it really came out of nothing here in this shot. Just surprising. Bredek able to get a hand on that.
Yeah, it looked like it was meant to be back to the feet of Nain. But Croyle said, I got it. And now a corner again to the back post. All the way to McDermott, who was outside the box. She tries to drive end line and earns another corner on that side. And I would guess with Gabby Wisbeck out of the game, it'll be Ashley Roush again to make her way over to take the corner.
And she's really uncontested there on that far back post area. See if Hurricanes mark up there a little bit more here.
And it's a difficult... I'm surprised that Miami doesn't have a defender to get Bree Bridges out of Emily Bredek's way.
Right.
But that corner all the way to the back post. It's flicked towards the front, and it's still loose. And getting there before Bredek might hit out for a goal kick. And you just start to get that feeling that for as much as Syracuse has been able to build out an open play, their success will likely come from a corner or a free kick in this game.
They've just had so many. You just keep knocking on the door. One time it's going to open.
I like to say, if you keep knocking at the door, eventually someone will answer.
Right.
We'll see if Miami has an answer for Syracuse. As there goes Greiner flying down. Little nutmeg.
Ooh.
Goodbye. Her shot. Too strong, unfortunately. But a good individual effort by Sarah Greiner. As Miami does find their answer at the other end.
Again, nice piece of footwork here. As you said, a little nutmeg here. Tries to get a shot off, but it just always going wide there.
Yeah, it's got too much height and not enough curl on it, it appeared. As Giselle Akgul replaces Tegan Mellenhorst. The D2 transfer from Flagler. So here's the Let's Go Canes from the stands here at Cobb Stadium. And there's Akgul trying to find Simmons through. And cleared out by Nixon. But only as far as Amanda Peck. The right back for Miami. First time cross towards the top of the box. And Alarcon knocking it back to Nicholson. Here's Kay, who will try her luck. And Vanderbosch diving just to make sure that that one wasn't headed towards her goal.
And she was relatively far out, but hey, with the field slick, you never know.
And is that something as an attacker, you think when you know the conditions and you know it's harder for a keeper, do you try to hit the ball on the ground to make the keeper's life more difficult?
Absolutely. Really just anything on frame make the life of the keeper harder.
There's Griner winning it in the center circle.
Good touch
Simmons
there.
with a beautiful flick to Akgul. Akgul spreading it wide with Kay. Nicholson.
Great through ball.
And Kay gets into the box, keeps it, turning. What will she get out of it? Apparently nothing. Or a penalty. Yes or no? It appears a penalty is the call on the field. John Rush immediately makes the video review signal, and it looked like everybody was confused.
She did go to ground, but it was hard to say if it was a push or...
Yeah, but you saw even Jessica Kay saying a foul? She seemed a little bit in disbelief there. So we'll see exactly what John Rush is seeing over at video review. Accompanied there by the fourth official, Randy Cook. Let's get another look. I'm not sure what I see there, to be honest with you.
For me, it doesn't look like a foul. It looks like she just went to ground. She fell momentum.
I just don't see any contact there at the end.
Right.
Maybe this look from behind the goal will give us a better look, but I was wondering if there was maybe contact she got stepped on.
Maybe minorly.
And the decision reversed in the end. No penalty given.
And boy, that could have changed things fast.
It absolutely would have given Miami not only some momentum, but it would have been what you could say a little bit of an undeserved goal, because most of the pressure has come from Syracuse. And Jessica Kay still a little bit confused as to the decision and then the reversal of the penalty. So no penalty for Miami. We stay 0-0 with 11 minutes to go. Both of these teams looking for their first ACC win of the season.
And will we see a goal here in these last 10 minutes?
There's Arbeláez. Assist leader for Syracuse.
Another long throw here.
3 assists on the year, and Mia Klammer into the box, headed out by Jessica Kay. And now Alarcon drives forward. Just mishit it.
She had the right look.
Vida Nain coming back the other way.
Good through ball there.
And breaking those lines once more are the Orange. At the top of the box with Rupert. Playing it wide to Nain. Kay says no. And gets it up the field. Now for the Canes to build. And they'll have to keep it as we're under 10 minutes to go in this first half. Maura Flynn gets on the end of it. But Bree Bridges takes it away. Here's Rupert. Through. First dangerous shot at the front post.
And that's what Syracuse want to do. Get the ball to Mia Klammer.
That is the game plan. On that one, if it was towards goal, I think it's getting past Emily Bredek. A lot of force on that shot. We see the shot comparison from these two teams tonight. That one headed forward and then flicked by Rupert, but no one in behind. And Bredek will get everybody forward. That one touched first by Croyle. Nain turning between three. Maradoning her way out. Very impressive move there. And Syracuse still has the ball. Extremely impressive. But we've seen her.
It's not the first time here.
She's been putting the moves on. Here's another player capable of that. Arbeláez, assist leader on the Syracuse team. And the Orange enjoying some possession. Now opening it wide and sliding in was Greiner.
Very good job to break that up.
Arbeláez again with the throw. Down the line and hit out by Amanda Peck. And another long throw for Klammer. There's not a whole lot of room here at Cobb Stadium to get a full run-up in.
Very tight.
Nonetheless, launched into the box. Headed first by Lerwick. Looked like a push.
Looked like a two-handed push for sure.
Well, foul called. And now stoppage of play, and looks like someone's going to get a yellow. And who's the yellow to? And it's to Coach Ken Masur of Miami. And he's saying something about the fouls that are being called. And he gets right back to coaching and gets in that crouch. A yellow card given. It'll be interesting to hear exactly what it was that he said to get a yellow card, because there honestly haven't been that many complaints that we've heard or seen. That one's lifted into the box.
Right.
It's at the edge as Akgul goes after it and plays back. Lerwick tried to open it back to that side. Another change for Miami. It's 6.5 to go. There's Ali Serlenga. She's got herself a bigger role down the stretch after some standout performances early in the year. Mugalbus will come in for Syracuse. The junior. This one at the edge of the box with Akgul. Peck tried to play Akgul through, but trying to find the feet of Flynn rather. Arbeláez just hits it right back out. Peck. That one bouncing over Serlenga all the way.
Just shield that out.
And it's hard when you don't get that first bounce to have the rest of them come through. And Vanderbosch with another goal kick. That one just past midfield as Nicholson is able to head it down. Here's Bree Bridges. That one clipped forward down that right side again, and Lerwick over to cover the back of Jessica Kay. You look at the Miami coaching staff behind Vita, Nain, looking at their tablets, laptops as Noelle Simmons drives, but she's very outnumbered. Now Miami getting forward. She tried to play a through ball, but there's nobody in those spots for Miami. Roush forward. Now spread wide to Arbelayes. What's she going to do? Cut into the middle, take a shot that ended up almost at the front post. But there's the impact the freshman can have. So we've got 4 minutes to go in this first half.
Another crafty piece of footwork there to get herself some space for that shot.
Reddick away again. And it is interesting. You really rarely see these keepers play out. It's mostly just a ball towards midfield. The Zakgul couldn't keep that in bounds. You don't really see these teams trying to play out of the back and take those risks to play it short, bring your center backs into the 18-yard box, and go from there.
Right. I think for this game, these teams are looking to get on the ball and they're attacking third, and so the best way to do that is to get the ball at least at midfield and fight for it there. It becomes a little dangerous when you're playing with it in your back, especially with high pressure.
And Nicholson forward, and that one headed out by Nixon. Flynn thought about taking the throw quickly. Gives it off to Peck. And Arbelayes got the last touch, so it remains Miami throw. Peck lifted in. No touch. It's still loose towards the back post, and Jessica Kay was crashing. And you hear exactly what the referee says to Shea Vanderbosch. And it is, I think it's really cool to be able to hear.
It's impressive how clearly
The
we can hear them.
interactions.
And it comes across the face of the net. Here, let's see. Hard to say if she does kick her in the face there, but according to the ref, no.
And Syracuse all the way at the other end, and that shot towards
Wow.
Breddick. What a save!
What
It's
a
still
shot.
there for Syracuse. Arbelayes has it. And gets a corner out of it, and what a save by Emily Breddick.
What a shot as well.
That one was most definitely going towards the back post.
Absolutely. Crucial header there to get it out after the save.
And it was Roush with the dangerous chance, and now she'll be over to take the corner. It's the fourth for Syracuse, and these teams both average about 5 per game. This one, again, towards the back post. The initial header, still loose in the box, now cleared out. We've got a little bit over a minute to go. And what a great first touch there by Vita Nain, who keeps it. And Alarcon trying to turn. It's Akgul instead, and that one went off the referee. Peck into the middle, driving forward. Plays it wide, but that one too far for Akgul. And now under 20 seconds, we know that we will be scoreless going to halftime. Another throw for Syracuse. They don't seem to be in a big rush. Thrown towards the middle. Roush turning. and shooting, but it won't be in time. 0-0 at halftime before we go to break. Want to get your thoughts on this first half.
Yeah.
It's about to kick off the second half. We're tied at none apiece. Allie Olofsson, as we've seen all season, will play the second half. And we see the PSG kickoff play.
Interesting choice there. Just
trying to get Miami stuck in that corner and keep the pressure high, and it works.
it did.
There's Rupert going to the corner, and Emily Simpson doing well to get her body across. And there's Atlee Olofsson, who's played the second half of most games this season. The lefty. She's worn mismatched cleats at some points, but going with the all-gray look
Matchy
tonight. And the alumni of the program being honored at halftime. Some of your former teammates.
Yep.
It's a great night, even though the rest of the University of Miami is on fall break. Still a lot of great festivities and crowd on hand. As you see the lineup that Miami comes out with, still keeping Ali Serlenga out there, Maura Flynn. So different than how they started the first half, and it earns them a corner.
Better start for Miami here.
And it was mostly the pressure being applied from the side of the Orange in the first 45. Miami hoping to be the aggressors here. Sarah Greiner to take this one all the way to the back post. Nicholson headed it, but couldn't get it any further as Maura Flynn shields it out and takes the throw quickly. Tegan Mellenhorst back into the game, but she can't keep it in bounds. It'll be another Cuse goal kick. And Miami just looking to get that shot on target, that shot that even if it is on target, when you're facing really the best keeper in the ACC, most saves per game, over 5, and Shea Vanderbosch, it's difficult to break the deadlock.
You just get it on frame and things can happen. So that's what they should aim to do here.
There's Maura Flynn trying to go end line, but last touch off of her and get another goal kick for Shea Vanderbosch. And you see she's got that right quad all wrapped up. And there's the win by Sarah Greiner near the midfield line. Going up again. And Miami keeps it. And Olofsson as high as she can possibly get it.
Syracuse down the left side here.
And all the way into the box, getting it away. We've seen an extended run of play for the freshman Olivia Bazzo as well for Syracuse. And you hear there Brandon Denoyer, one of the assistants from Syracuse, giving out instructions as well. And trying to get this ball in. McDermott, who started off a little bit in that right back spot, now farther up the field, playing up top. Sarah Greiner will have the throw. And that one cleared forward. As Lexi Lerwick heads it.
A lot of back and forth here between the teams.
Simpson again, and just not quite settling the ball down within these first 5 minutes. McDermott trying to get the ball into Klammer. Nearly brought down. Flynn try to get it off Emma Klein, and it'll stay with the Orange. Klammer gets there. Did she save it? It looked like she did. Natalie Olofsson will have it. And punted away with a lot of arc. That one bouncing. Waiting for it nicely was Serlenga, and great combination play by the Canes to come forward.
Good ball wide.
Serlenga towards the back post. Flynn was running and just couldn't quite get there. But is that more of what the Canes want to look to do? Combine a little bit and get into those wide areas?
Yes, that's a better look for the Canes. Get it at the feet of Tegan so she can spray it wide and get the balls into the box.
And Mellenhorst there earning a throw. That one into the box, but headed away. Yet another long throw. Simpson, a little bit of forearm contact there. There's a big emphasis in college soccer on long throws, but in your experience, do you think they lead to the results of a lot of the times creating those chances off of them?
It can. It's always something to look out for defensively, and it can always be a spark on the offense.
That one out for another throw. And it's interesting how much it's spread worldwide into the professional game, into the men's game. It's something that you see spread all over the place now, and from all different positions on the field. It's no longer something that it's just to launch a ball into the box to get the ball further down the line. You rarely see a little bit of a knockback on a short throw. As Gabby Wisbeck back in for the second half for Cuse. Another throw down the line. Maura Flynn will pressure. Vanderbosch away. That one bouncing to Simpson. But here's Nicholson to Greiner. Here comes Miami. Greiner, end line. Cross into the box, gets blocked. It'll be a corner on the right side for Ali Serlenga to take with her left foot. And well done by Greiner to explode and earn a set piece for her Canes.
And that's what they're looking for, getting forward and getting services in the box.
Serlenga standing on the Cobb Stadium track. Delivers to the front post.
Short service there.
Headed right back to her. And Syracuse clears it down the line. And you see, physically, Amanda Peck is always able to make those recovery runs back very quick in her reactions. And Simpson plays it wide with Lerwick. Little clip ball to find Maura Flynn, who holds it up. And Greiner uses her body to keep it. Nicholson with Flynn. Wide with Alarcon. Now to Amanda Peck. Amanda Peck with a head of steam. It ends up as a Syracuse throw. But Miami gets it right back and earns a throw of their own. And there's Caroline Hood back into the game for Sarah Greiner. And you look at the bench of Miami, Morella not dressed, and Gio Canali, the star striker with 9 goals last year, U20 Brazilian international who has not dressed for a game so far this season, warming up, non-contact in today's game. Some very positive signs for the Canes and her recovery.
It is. And in her absence, you need someone to step up and help the team get on the board here.
And Nicholson recovers there. As Alarcon knocks it a little wider to Jessica Kay in the second half, starting out very differently, as it's been mostly Miami possession to start these second 45 minutes.
Yes, they're doing a better job of keeping the ball and dealing with the Syracuse pressure. Also, their pressure hasn't been as high as it was in that first half, I'd say.
Yeah, so far we haven't seen it at the same level as we did, but here's a chance for end-line service and a shot that hit the side netting. And it was Maura Flynn who got her first college goal in the season opener against UNC Asheville. And you see just cutting there, getting it off with her left foot. Scored a beautiful one in that opener to start the season. She wants to get back on the board, and it'd be a big-time goal to get Miami closer to earning their first 3 points in the ACC. Simpson to take the free kick, and the look for Peck. And cleared out by Syracuse, and so far there's a lot of Miami pressure being applied on the offensive side. There's a throw looking for Mellenhorst, but her touch wasn't clean, and another goal kick for the Orange.
Little reprieve here for the Orange.
And you see Vanderbosch going over to her right side.
Not completely surprising, as we know they like to attack down that right flank.
And that one in the center circle. First touch by Alarcon, then it was Mellenhorst. Alarcon wins again as Flynn pressures Nixon to hit it down the line. And we're 13 minutes into the second half. The tide has turned just a little bit. It's more Miami playing on the front foot, still looking for their first shot on target. And Gabby Wisbeck will take her time with the throw. Having to go back yet again. That one hit back up the line.
Good touch there.
Finds the feet of Mellenhorst. She plays the ball wide with Flynn. Here comes Maura Flynn. Heading end line and shielding it out for another corner.
And again, Kane's able to connect and get another corner here. More offensive opportunities.
And Ali Serlenga again. Looking to put it in with her left into a dangerous area. All Miami so far in the second half. That one almost an Olympico try.
And we'll see another one.
And we will get another corner, but that one completely closing off Shea Vanderbosch. I wonder if that's what she was trying to do or not, but a great effort nonetheless.
Good save as well.
That one into a very dangerous area. Nicholson! But that one cleared off the line by Gabby Wisbeck.
Another great ball into the box there. Just cleared off the line. Syracuse.
Maura Flynn gets it to the edge of the box as Lerwick heads it, and now Jessica Kay can take her space forward. Tried to cut back. And through the first quarter hour, it's Miami attacking. Here's Mellenhorst.
That double team.
There's that double team, but she earns a corner.
Almost able to escape.
And Miami gets yet another opportunity. This time it's Ciara Alarcon. And I was about to say it, but I was going to say that ball isn't on the corner.
I was noting the same thing.
Alarcon to the back post. Lerwick. Lexi Lerwick looking for a cross. Yet another corner for Miami.
And it's almost as if the halves have reversed.
Completely. And that's the thing. A lot of the times, unless the result is very favorable in the first half, games are won and lost in the second. As Gabby Wisbeck comes out, Kendall Lauer into the game. Maura Flynn comes out, and Bree Severns comes back in for Miami. And Ali Serlenga with yet another opportunity to help put Miami on the board in swinging, but just not able to get right on the path of the ball was Crosby Nicholson. And Vanderbosch goes long once again. Alarcon with Serlenga. Nice move here. As she cuts inside. Serlenga looking for someone in the box. Mellenhorst nearly got on the end of it. And she wins it there. Staying active. And tried a through ball, but nobody was there. And Roush tried to go forward on her own, but peck forward with Caroline Hood. Hood going end line and trying to cross, but Vanderbosch is there.
Threw in a nice little piece of footwork to get in line, but at the end of the day, ball goes to Vanderbosch.
This is the right idea. Just wishing for that ball to get closer to a teammate. As Lerwick got a little bit tangled up there. Pressure from Rupert. And Julia Koval now in for Ashley Roush. Koval, one of only 3 international players. Transfer from Gardner Webb from Stockholm, Sweden. That throw into the box. Mellenhorst wins it in front of Klein, and then the sliding tackle by Klammer. There's the throw, and a nice way to bring it down as Mellenhorst finds Hood, who hits a diagonal ball looking for Severns, who tries to hold it up and earns a corner.
And that's good vision by Mellenhurst to get it out wide. Switch the field there.
And how important is it as a player in the middle to already know where the ball is going before you receive it.
Oh, it's crucial. You have to know where you're going before you get the ball so that you can get it off your foot so the defender doesn't take it.
Here's Serlenga. Another corner. That one too far. Maybe a glance by a Syracuse defender, and indeed that was the case. Here's Kay back to Mellenhorst, who's been active on the ball, trying to get one into the box there. Kay to Mellenhorst, who flicks it. Alarcon tries to bring it down. There's Serlenga on the right side. Will she cut inside? Yes, she will. Her shot towards the back post. Too elevated. And
Right
another
idea.
goal kick, but Miami's starting to get closer to that offensive opportunity that they need. And you hear the emphasis there from the Syracuse coaching staff on winning second balls.
And they listened.
And doing well to win it there. Koval gives it off. Bree Severns was coming in late. Klein through. It's Rupert. And brought down nicely by Magnota, but given away. Mellenhorst looking for Severns, but covering was Bree Bridges. A battle of the Breeze. And there's a throw down the line. Syracuse looks to come forward. Mellenhorst plays wide again, but Hood unable to get there.
Yeah, just not on the same page.
There's McDermott. Sarah Greiner waits to come back in for Miami. Severns through.
Good run forward.
That cross looking. Still headed around, but easy to collect for Shea Vanderbosch. That one cleared. Lerwick wins. Now out wide, Kendall Lauer all alone. She drives and whips one into the box. All the way to the back post. McDermott will have to go to get it. Pressured. Now double pressured by Peck and Hood. Now another corner, but this time it's for Syracuse.
They'll be happy to get on the end of this one. First couple minutes down here after a while for the Orange.
And the opportunities you have to take advantage of against a run of play. I said earlier, they were going to find success. It would likely come from a corner. McDermott lifted all the way to the back post. Ball's still there. That shot way too high. And we're past the halfway point of the second half. As Ava O'Mahony, Sarah Greiner come back in. Ali Serlenga comes out, as does Caroline Hood.
Number 7, Caroline Hood. In number 16, Sarah Greiner. Out number 15, Ali Serlenga. In number 10, Ava O'Mahony. Out number 12, Tegan
Atlee Olofsson away. And the ball still being fought for. Giselle Akgul also into the game. Tegan Mellenhorst has come out as well, it appears. Yes, indeed. And now Syracuse will make a change of their own. There's Olivia Bazo back into the game for Emma Klein. Bazo, the freshman from Long Island, scored in her first collegiate game. She's been a consistent substitute for this Orange side, as Ava O'Mahony with an early service towards the back post, and Greiner will do everything she can to get to it, and now Miami recovers. Here's Akgul, wide with Greiner. That cross, looking for Severns. And it's still with Alarcón. Alarcón's shot takes a deflection. But as I mentioned, it is going to take a lot to beat Shea Vanderbosch.
And it's a positive touch forward there to get into space and get that cross off.
And that's what Ken Masur wants from his attacking wide players, especially O'Mahony with her left down the left side of the field. Early crosses. There's another early service.
Beautiful.
A chip ball over the top. Still pressuring, and Miami keeps it. Nicholson to Alarcón. Alarcón into O'Mahony, but couldn't collect cleanly. And here comes Syracuse.
And that's a clear foul.
And maybe lucky to escape without a card. And still no cards for any players, just the lone yellow card to Coach Ken Masur, so it's been a very clean game.
It has.
O'Mahony went down, back on her feet now. It's Jessica Kay, hits it forward for Akgul to chase. But no high pressure until now, but it gives time for Shea Vanderbosch to hit it back up the field. Lerwick nearly gave it away. It stayed bouncing. It's still loose for Rupert. Her shot towards the back post, and a good job by Emily Simpson and Amanda Peck to be over there on the coverage, as Anna Rupert's shot had a lot more power than how it ended up.
Yeah, they just need to be cleaner in the back line there. Dangerous opportunity to give Syracuse here.
Certainly thankful to get that deflection, because that shot was coming in with enough power and towards the back post could have been dangerous. There's Lerwick, who just hits it out. And the game still wide open. Syracuse has started to attack more. Remaining a wide open game for both of these sides. Abby and Corvaya back in, replacing Anna Rupert. And then Corvaya going up top as Nicholson plays with O'Mahony, who clips it up the line. Bazo looking for McDermott on that left side. Greiner running relentlessly, but McDermott breaks free, forward. That shot towards goal is right at the middle and doesn't trouble Atlee Olofsson too much at all. Julia Koval, who you see there, Sweden international. Koval played for one of the best teams in Sweden, AIK. Previously at Gardner Webb. That nearly a good one-on-one chance by Kendall Lauer. But Miami coming forward now, and Vanderbosch has to come out. And a collision and deflection as Sarah Greiner came together with Nixon and Vanderbosch. And honestly, that could have been much worse for Syracuse.
Deflection closer to goal, and it could have been worse, yes.
Looked like Vanderbosch just came in there trying to hit it as hard as she could.
And she did. Right into her player.
I'm lucky that it doesn't steer towards goal. Last 15 minutes, Sarah Greiner back post. Nicholson again, but Miami just unable to either redirect it back towards the other post or get it towards goal. Up to 9 corners on the night. Bree Severance comes out and Noelle Simmons comes back in. And a really interesting note about Simmons is Coach Masur telling me because she played together on a club team with Gio Canali, even with Canali being out injured, Gio's really passed along a lot of lessons and advice, and they've kind of been training together. How important has that been in your experience to have a player that's been in your similar position, maybe someone better than you, and to kind of be that mentor figure?
Right, it just helps give you comfort on the field, which is what you really want. You want someone ready to go and know that this is what they can do, and any advice helps.
So Miami gets it back, and there's Simmons precisely trying to go end line, but will go out for a goal kick. Get another change for Syracuse. Ashley Roush comes back into the game. And Koval's shift is done. And Roush, again, one of the offensive leaders of this team, the grad student and two-year captain, leading the team in assists and ranking second in goals. Very important player, an offensive catalyst for the Orange. And again, another delay. Not exactly sure why.
Can't tell here.
I wonder if it's a scoreboard thing. Trying to think what it could be, but now we can continue. And Vanderbosch clears it away again. Simmons does well to open it wide. Here's Greiner. Cross into the box. Oh, Mahoney is going to get there. Does she lay it off to Jessica Kay? Now she does. Kay finds Alarcon, top of the box. She tries to find her shot. As Peck gets it back and opens with Sarah Greiner. Alarcon making the overlap. The shot towards the back post is wide.
Miami keeping the pressure on here.
You're under 15 minutes to go. This is the time where you kind of have to go and try to win the game while at the same time not becoming too opened up at the back. So Mahoney brings it down. And how do you balance that, especially as an offensive player, when you know you have to press? And I'll get to that in a second, as here comes Syracuse. It's Klammer! And Syracuse has broken the deadlock. Who else was it going to be besides Mia Klammer?
And that's just a clinical finish there.
Nothing to do for Atlee Olofsson, and Syracuse is up 1-0. And it was Roush to Klammer, the combo we've come to expect in Klammer's 7th goal of the season.
A good build-up play, and she just finds side netting there.
And that was similar to the shot that we saw from Anna Rupert that took a deflection, and Syracuse getting in those positions.
Yeah, we'll see how this changes the rest of the game here.
And as I was saying, that you have to go and look to win the game, but not give up anything. Miami gives one up, and now they really have to be aggressive and go. Now you can maybe afford a little bit. Jessica Kay wanted a yellow card for that. And here's an opportunity for Miami off a set piece that they could take advantage of. It looks like O'Mahony will take it directly. Kay will get into the box. O'Mahony delivers. It's a good ball. It's still bouncing around. And it's Emily Simpson now. Now Alarcon now looking for something. Simpson. Alarcon down the line again. Greiner looking. Miami can't believe that it's not their throw.
Syracuse just going to take their time here.
And McDermott will not be in any rush. And 2 more substitutions for the Orange. Emma Klein comes back in. Julia Arbeláez comes back in. So another captain and leadership figure as Miami makes substitutions of their own. Ali Serlenga and Tegan Mellenhorst are back in these last 11:25. Certainly geared for Miami to be as offensive as they can. There's the long throw again. And Simpson finds Mellenhorst. Knocked to Caroline Hood. And now wide with Maura Flynn. What's she going to do? Going to cross it in. It takes pretty wicked deflection. And Ali Serlenga will have a corner. Olivia Bazzo got in the way of that one. So Ali Serlenga and a lot of other fresh legs in the forward department as that one lifted in. It's still loose. And Nicholson was trying to leave it to Kay, but she ran past it. There's the ball lifted into the box. Reese Wheeler has come into the game. The senior. Honored tonight. That one forward. It's Mellenhorst looking for an option. That one wide with Hood. Takes a deflection and out for another corner with 10 minutes to go.
And they're in the territory they want to be, but they need one in the back of the net here.
And it's a corner for Miami that Reese Wheeler, senior captain, will be over to take on her senior night. It's Wheeler. It's delivered. Flynn knocked it back to Kay. Now Atlee Olofsson spreads it wide. The ball lifted. Nicholson has it in the box. Pressured by Arbeláez. A beautiful ball to Mellenhorst, who slides. And it ends up as a goal kick. And Mellenhorst says, how? To the referee, John Rush.
Good ball in there, and she does well to get onto the ball. Gets it back to Mellenhorst, but good defense there.
Yeah, maybe she was able to just take one singular touch and get a shot off.
Yep.
Just didn't get it out of her feet quick enough. It's Miami and Mellenhorst continuing to pressure. Tegan can't keep that one in. Arbeláez to take the throw. Serlenga cutting inside, but dispossessed, and you see the shirt movement there on Natalie Magnotta, who's played every minute so far today, along with Jasmine Nixon, Bree Bridges, and Anna Croyle for Syracuse. Alarcón, Simpson, Peck, and Crosby Nicholson, along with Jessica Kay, have played every minute for the Canes. This one into the box, and the shot again knocking at the door was Klammer. And just a little less height on that one. Could have been Syracuse's second.
Dangerous there.
And it just kind of bounced over everyone and ended up at the feet of Klammer, just outside the 6-yard box, and
Just over the crossbar there.
a little bit unbelievable that from a deep free kick, Shea Vanderbosch in Syracuse's half, it ends up in that chance. Alarcón lifts one in towards the back post. Here's Kay. Gets it to Serlenga, who tries to cut and find a shot. Serlenga's got it. Right foot attempt gets blocked. Here's Nicholson, who tries a volley. That one will roll out for another throw-in.
And the clock is ticking here. Canes need one.
They need one with 6.5 minutes to go. Mellenhorst tries to put some moves on, is brought down. That one looked like a clear foul.
Surprisingly, no call there.
Referee says no. Kay to Flynn. Here's Kay. Her shot was low. And Simpson now decides to play it one time and hits it over. And McDermott will leave the throw to Klammer. And Mia Klammer really is Syracuse's everything. Their long throw taker, their goal scorer, their assister.
She does it all.
She does it all for the Orange. And she's got her team up 1-0. In what would be a big way for Syracuse to pick up their first win in ACC play. Bouncing around. Alarcón. Now it's Flynn. Wide with Hood. Mellenhorst. She's looking for options. Ball into the box. Serlenga chasing after it. Alarcón had it. Now it's with Mellenhorst again. Mellenhorst lifts the ball towards the back post. And no one out from Miami to get it quite yet. Olofsson has to come all the way out and hit a beautiful diagonal for the cross. Flynn just wide. That might have been the chance for Miami. The cross into the box, and Flynn jumped for it and just couldn't steer it towards goal.
What a ball.
Two fantastic balls on that sequence.
Yes. She gets a touch, with her thigh, but it just goes wide.
A bouncing ball, and just ended up being a little bit high, as Miami has 4 minutes to try to get another chance just like that. Mellenhorst driving. She's got it herself. Mellenhorst gives it off. It's Hood. Back to Peck.
Diving header, but she misses that clearance.
Was trying to get there and get it out. Jessica Kay has it. Here's Serlenga between two defenders. Serlenga, her cutback. It falls to Alarcón. And it takes a deflection and goes out.
And what a play to get through those two defenders and get that ball back.
Serlenga split them.
Beautiful.
And now it's Reese Wheeler to take the corner. Wheeler's delivery. It falls to Kay, top of the box. Kay's shot blocked. Second attempt too high. And under 3 minutes, Miami is right there, but they just can't. And Coach Masur pushing his team forward for the last 2.5 minutes. Nicholson won the initial. Gets it back. Miami wants to switch it. Simpson pulls it back. Olofsson first times it. 2 minutos, 2 minutes. That's all Miami has to find an equalizer. Kay. That one through with Flynn. Just not on the same page as Ali Serlenga. The clock will stop on a Q substitution. We'll see who it is. As the thrower gets subbed off. Gabby Wisbeck back in.
Number 10, Julia Abdelhazen. And number 10, Gabby Wisbeck.
That one flicked forward looking for Roush. It's hit again, Mellenhorst. Miami wants to get it down on the floor and create what could be one last chance. Amanda Peck with Ciara Alarcón. Thought about it. Turned back around. Alarcón finds the feet of Maura Flynn. Caroline Hood takes a deflection off, and Vanderbosch will have it wait at her feet. As we're under 1.5 minutes. And Vanderbosch, who hasn't kept a clean sheet since early September in the win on Senior Day against Cornell, is on way to doing so. Yet again, we're under 1 minute. Klammer earns a throw.
They'll look to just run the clock out here.
As here's Roush going to the corner. Miami throw. Serlenga. Again down the line. Headed out once more. 30 seconds to go.
See if they can't do something here.
Do or die time for Miami. Serlenga. Forward. We're under 20 seconds to go. Mellenhorst flicks it forward. Peck jumps with everything she's got. Cleared away. And the Syracuse Orange have come into Coral Gables, and they will celebrate in big fashion as Mia Klammer's goal is the difference between these two sides as Syracuse defeats